Group Health knows that when an employee is absent from work because of injury or illness, it has a big impact on both you as an employer and your employee. To help support both you and your employee in these difficult situations, Group Health includes disability management services from DMI at no cost with all long-term disability plans. These services are good for your ill or injured employees and their recovery, and they're good for you because they help minimize claim costs. DMI services focus on early intervention for absences due to non-work-related injury and illness. So how do they work? Let's imagine that Jill, who is a great employee but not such a great skier, breaks her leg over the weekend. On Monday, Jill calls into the warehouse where she works to say that she's injured and can't come into work. Fast forward 5 days, and Jill is still away from work. Her employer is beginning to wonder how Jill is doing and what the next steps are for dealing with Jill's absence. He knows that since Jill has now been absent for 5 days, it's time to notify DMI. As a professional disability management organization, DMI knows that getting involved early on in an absence is a critical part of supporting the injured worker and the employer. DMI is in touch with Jill within 1 day of being notified of her absence. DMI provides Jill with practical support for things like filling out the paperwork to apply for disability benefits, and they also provide her with emotional support while she deals with her absence. This regular contact makes Jill feel connected to the workplace and lets her know that her employer really does care about her well-being. At the same time, DMI helps Jill's employer with paperwork and processes related to having an employee off work. This means providing timely, non-confidential communication updates so Jill's employer remains up to date on her prognosis, anticipated recovery timeline, and expected return to work date. They also gather information about the workplace to help identify duties that Jill could perform to get her back to work as soon as she's able. Given the physical nature of Jill's role, DMI develops a customized return-to-work plan with Jill and her employer, which takes into consideration the job-specific work tasks Jill used to perform at the warehouse, the nature and extent of Jill's functional limitations, the employer's ability to provide modified hours or duties, and anticipated duration of Jill's absence. Getting Jill back to work as soon as she's able is great for her employer because it reduces claim costs, but it's also important for Jill's well-being. Early and safe return to work is a driving force in improving quality of life for Jill, and it also increases the chance of Jill returning to her pre-disability health. With DMI's help, Jill is able to return to work much sooner than if she and her employer had faced this challenge on their own. Jill's employer feels good that Jill has received the support she needs, his claim costs have been minimized, and the warehouse is now back to full staff and productivity. For more information on DMI's early intervention services, which are included at no additional cost with Group Health's long-term disability plans, please give us a call or visit our website.